Hello everybody, I'm Mallander, and I'm here with Wfuller. We make up 2/3 of the trio of the admins on the Rise of Kings Minecraft roleplay server. Today we are here to give you a guided tour of the map, and to tell you how to get started and what things to look forward to in the future. And now, if you'll follow me, I will take you on the guided tour. Okay guys, welcome to Elysion. This is going to be a nice video just to show you guys around the new map. We've spent 6 months working on this, and I really hope you can understand why when you see it all.
Yeah, it's looking pretty amazing at the moment.
So to begin with, you start underneath Elysion, in the underneath the Elysion tree.
You can kind of see a little bit up there, which we'll explore in a moment. We'll follow on round.
We'll follow the path up. On your way up, you speak to NPCs that tell you stories of the demise of the Stormhammer Kingdom, and all the travels from Soteria, all the tales of old. And they're giving out some helping items on the way to get you started.
Keep an eye open for chests.
Yes, look at all the chests. There's always things everywhere. So if we just make our way quickly up here, and you take in the view as well, it's quite a splendiferous view.
It's very nice, and it also looks very good with the shaders switched on and our very cool texture pack that we use.
Yes, the texture pack we use is made by Monsterfish. It's called the Conquest Texture Pack. It makes use of the metadata of items to give us hundreds of new blocks that we can make use of and change in our builds.
Pretty much. Right, you definitely beat me on the way out. I was quite slow coming up there. So yeah, here we are, above Elysion now. You can see it's just so cool looking, with really nice buildings dotted around, which hint to sort of the original builders. You'll see there are different styles of building in different places, which relate to the different houses, which we'll go into in a moment. But yeah, this is like the central hub of the world. We're on an island, it kind of looks like a bit of a crater with these mountains around the edge. But you'll also notice there are sort of 4 paths going off in each direction, which lead to different places. And I think I see you. Yeah, I'm going to follow you. So
we will go south to Winterbane. We'll go down south and speak to the Jon Snows.
That'll hopefully give you a pretty good hint as to what the people of Winterbane are like.
The barbarians of the south. We take people's heads and rip it from their bodies. Winterbane they're kind of the brutes. They're kind of like a Nordic kingdom, as you can see from their building style, and Fuller gets to the port.
Yeah.
This is the Winterbane port. Each house has a port, then a fort, and then the city, which you will see now when we head over to Valgard.
And by house he means sort of region, sort of. I guess almost like they're different countries in their own respect, aren't they?
Yeah. Kingdoms or houses depend. They used to be called houses because they were led by lords, but now they're fully fledged kingdoms each. Yeah.
So, little bit of a look round there. Are you already on the way to Wintersguard? Is it Wintersguard, the fort, or have I overtaken you?
You've just overtaken me. I'm just giving you a bit of extra speed.
Oh, thank you. I like the extra speed.
So that we can go a bit quicker.
So yeah, where we arrived, which you just saw, that was the main port. So much detail has gone into the building, so it's well worth having a look around yourself and exploring all the buildings and seeing what there is to see. We're now in Wintersguard, which it's basically like the defensive point for Winterbane, and this is sort of like the last stand before you reach Valgard. You can see a couple of people milling around down there, probably on their way to drink ale and shoot people and cause trouble or whatever the hell they're up to.
As Winterbane do.
Yeah, they like shooting people. Actually, no, they're more of a stabby bunch, I think.
Yeah, they're quite stab happy.
Yeah. So we're carrying on a little bit further down the road. Here you've got a little bit of a tree farm. It's not the prettiest thing in the world. It's really not, but it's functional. It's a place where you can get a bit of wood to get you started, and you'll notice with our fantastic plugin, which our resident developer Cheek has developed, well, Chi2K, that the drop rates vary. You'll have a full levelling system, so basically when you start off, when you're punching logs, you're not going to get much. It's going to take a while. You're going to have to slowly build your way up and get better tools before you get better drop rates. So it's a really cool system that encourages you to basically choose a profession and stick to it. And over here you've also got the little mine, which apparently is a bit of a mess at the moment. You've got Mr. Miner Cobble back here, and yeah, I'm not going to venture down there right now because firstly we don't have time, and also there's too many monsters. It's scary.
Miner Cobbleback has survived many a venture.
He has. So yeah, we'll
Used
carry
to
on.
be a guard, but he gave up his previous lifestyle for a new one of mining deep in the depths of Elysion.
There we go. Fact. That's where you heard it here first. So here we are, entrance to Valgard. Quite a modest entrance, really.
It is, yeah, it's quite small for the size of the city, which is something we went for. Is instead of it all being so grand, it's just kind of like a little entrance in some mountains, and then
to be fair, you have got this
to the huge city.
Yeah, you have got this like amazing cavern that you can defend from if marauding Sarur scum.
This is easily the most defendable city.
yeah, definitely.
If you can storm this castle and take it, like when you were playing on the server, like credit to you. Because this place is fortified to the max.
It is, as you can see from the massive citadel up on the hill here. At least I'm assuming that's what it is. This is just
this is the palace.
It looks amazing. You could probably do an entire video just exploring a place like this, but
yeah, we're sort of having to just skim over the surface because we don't want to give you all the details because we want you to come on and have a look for yourself.
Pretty much. It's all a ploy to get you to wander around all these places yourself.
And I will just teleport you somewhere, Fuller. If you want to come down to the Vinter's Forge on your own, or I can teleport you down if you want.
You can teleport me. I've just invaded a meeting with the king. I hope I'm invisible at the moment. Okay.
I think you are.
Ooh.
This is the Vinter's Forge. It's the biggest forge in Elysion, and it's Winterbane's.
And it looks pretty damn awesome.
This is home to a society of blacksmiths called the Waymerian Society, which is a guild that houses all the blacksmiths and the trainers for blacksmithing in Elysion.
Mm.
And then this other building over here, just opposite the Vinter's Forge, outside is...
You've lost me. Oh, here we go. Yeah, I think I found it.
This is the market, or soon to be the market. It's not fully developed yet. Because what we did with this is we made it so that we built the bare bones of things and all the really nice looking detail builds. And then we just put a few other buildings around just to give people the sense for the style of the kingdom, so that people could buy plots and build up their own lands to make use of resources and give people a reason to go out and farm and cut down trees and go and hunt animals and things like that, just to get the resources to build their homes.
Definitely. And yeah, you can definitely see that inside this building. It's obviously it looks amazing from the inside, but there's nothing in here. It's just sort of waiting to be filled out by the relevant people that want to come along and trade and sell their beautifully forged steel swords or whatever they want to do.
Now I will just TP you somewhere else, fella.
Okay.
Now we will be on our way to Daramir.
God, you got here quick. Are we at the actual port? Yes, we are.
Yes, this is the port. This is where you warp to.
So there's another boat in Elysion, the same way we went on the boat to Winterbane. If you just go down one of the different paths, they're all signposted, and it will take you to here. So this is Daramir, and the house is Daramir. The fort I've forgotten the name of, but the city is Oakdale. And so the style here, as you can see straight away, is like it's much more your typical like Middle England style, with a little hint of Rohan in there as well, with these really big like horse emblems which are dotted around the kingdom, which look pretty damn good.
Yeah, Oakdale is definitely one of the more minimalist styles, and in sense of density as well. It's a very open. It's a very open place. It's quite imperial, very countryside.
Yes.
But as you will see when you walk up this path, they pride themselves in their castles.
Yes.
And they build pretty big ones.
Although this looks like it's seen some better days with the sort of vines and...
Yeah, being left on its own for 5 years, it does take its toll.
Indeed. But yeah, this is again, I'm not going to look round the fort too much, but come and have an explore. Spend half an hour exploring your way around all the towers, and yeah, it's definitely worth doing. You can kind of see below, here's the path. I would like to be able to walk along it, but if we were to walk along all the paths, the video would be like 3 hours long probably, so we'll just fly along for now.
And then we come to Oakdale itself.
Almost there. You can tell when you're getting there because instantly there's just fields everywhere.
Fields of golden wheat.
Here they are. Is that you, or is that someone else?
Maybe
that's someone else.
I'm just above you.
It's such a nice sight, isn't it? Especially when the sun's just rising like this. So nice.
Children running in the wheat fields. Everyone having a chat on the road.
This whole video is going to be like, it's just like thousands of screenshots of like beautiful scenes. Everything could just be made into a nice desktop background.
It could.
So yeah, on our way.
This is Daramir. It's very, very open, very imperial.
Very.
And then we have the main Oakdale castle. If you just want to spend some time to render the whole thing full.
It shouldn't take too long. I think I'm all right. Although I'll
This
say
is
that
a
the tower will
very
be
nice build. We won't show you inside because you need to come on and have a look for yourself. But other than that, it's a really nice looking place. It's got its own port. It's got a large tavern, and it's got a really communal feel about it because there's trees everywhere. It's enclosed but it's spaced out.
Yeah, it's very homely. It's very welcoming. It's like you'd expect there to be like a nice warm tavern serving mead and all sorts of different food. Yeah, that's another thing. The people of Daramir pride themselves on their food, as I'm sure you can notice by the huge fields out front. This is the place to come for food. It's like the main agricultural area. Valgard would be more blacksmithing, a little bit of mining, and a little bit of sort of cutting down the big pine trees for lumber. Oakdale is just really, really farming based, and I believe there is a little bit of a wood cutting camp somewhere, but it's certainly not like the other places. And Sarur, where we'll be going soon, and the city of Loth, that's basically the carpentry and lumber place, and also alchemy and general hippie piratey activities.
You're like Judamiacans.
Pretty much, that's pretty much how they talk.
So, if you would like to come down to me here, this is the Oakdale Undercity. Ooh. Now, this is a free housing area. You can just come in, claim a house, and that'll do.
We better not show the way into here, else there'll just be like thousands of people down here. It's not hard to find, to be honest, and a lot of people do know how to get here, but you've got to find out your own way in RP, I reckon. I
think that'll do for showing them this. I mean, this is such an atmospheric place.
It's an absolute maze as well. I've been lost in here so many times.
It's a den for thieves guilds, for black markets and everything. It's just such a grimy place.
You don't want to get caught in a dark alley down here alone.
Yeah, and now I will TP you, Fuller, to probably our most proud builds, which is Sarur. Now, this was mainly built by Monsterfish and Legion Aircraft and Jamsy Boy Minecraft, who have all helped us out with building, but this is absolutely wonderful. It was all overviewed by myself, Fuller and Joe through the building process, and was just made to be absolutely stunning to look at.
It's really
all the
amazing.
terraforming was done by me, and it's just a very, very nice looking place.
As you can tell from above, flying around here, the port very much resembles, like, imagine a ship graveyard. It's where like all these old ships have been dragged up on shore and reutilized for use in buildings. Like, you can kind of see a bit of a mast sticking out of the roof of this building, and if you go inside, it's really sort of, you get that same sort of piratey feeling, like you've just turned up in some sort of almost like a Pirates of the Caribbean city with it's just an absolute maze, this place. There's so many different levels and things to see and explore, and you do really get this great sensation that it's like a proper piratey place, isn't it?
Yeah, and the thing that we've done with Loth is we brought the port and the fort much closer together. So it's literally you walk across the King's Road. This is a road that circulates around the entire map. So if you follow this in one direction, you'll eventually... Borealis is that way, and then Daramir and Winterbane are that way.
You can see there should be signs most of the crossroads, so you can see here Oakdale, Winterbane that way, and then it's not been properly signposted, which we'll have to fix at some point, but yeah, down that way is Borealis, which I'm
enough
sure
to
we'll
get people started.
Yeah, definitely.
And this is the entrance to the fort, lots of battlements for them to shoot down with rains of arrows, and
you can tell they're not the nicest of people with by the
and then
amount of skulls.
that skull there, that is a true Saramerkian sight, that is.
That's very, very cool, isn't it?
Giant skull, and you walk through the mouth to get inside. That is, sums up Saramerk, that does.
It's pretty ominous, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely is.
Okay.
And if we just quickly fly through this, we don't want to give too much away. Oh.
Yep.
Want to keep a lot of it secret from you.
One thing you will notice travelling this road, don't come here at night. Just don't. It is horrible. In the best sense possible, it's horrible. So many monsters and things will crawl out of the woods after you. It's really, really not pleasant. So make sure you come armed. Or
one of my favourite views on this server, I must admit, and I have it set as my desktop wallpaper.
Okay.
You would just walk over to me here, where I just was.
Oh yeah, I see you.
If you would look just down there, stand just where I am.
Okay.
Just this nice little.
Yeah, I'm inside you.
Just look down there.
That's very nice.
Look at that view. Isn't that absolutely stunning?
Bit of a squid interrupting the view, but otherwise it's pretty damn good.
Just all this terrain, all these trees have been well painted by James. And Mr. Jamsy Boy himself.
Even down to the detail of we have flies hovering over the swamp. How cool is that?
We've thought of every last detail. Everything we could put in, we've put in.
It does look pretty amazing.
It's taken us so long to build this.
I take no credit whatsoever for the builds. I'm an awful builder. I just explore them, and that's pretty much my only use.
We're ideasmen.
That's it, yeah.
Although I did help out with quite a lot of the building as well. I'm mainly a terraformer though. It's my major strong point.
I'm absolutely awful building.
And then it comes down to Loth Cove with the tavern. You'd think this was the palace, wouldn't you? This is just the Loth Tavern.
Yeah, you can tell they like their grog or whatever it is they serve here. I doubt it's very safe, whatever it is they serve.
Parched wines.
Mm.
Yomi's latest brew.
Yep.
Human meat pies.
That kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So
if you ever meet a character called Yomi, you're in for a surprise.
Yeah. Or just run. Running is a good option.
Yeah. Just get away.
I love the gates as well. There's a lot of these dotted around. These huge, big gates that they might be made functional with sort of command blocks or something like that, but yeah, they just look so awesome. They look proper sort of foreboding. It's like how proper doors should be. Shame Minecraft doesn't come as standard with things like this.
Right, just this way, and when you come to Loth, if you turn this way.
Oh yeah, yep.
Down here. This is sort of the beginner's area to Loth. It's a nice little opening section. It's got information on smithing, archery, farming, alchemy, carpentry, lumberjacking, everything like that.
Is that a technical term? Lumberjacking?
Lumberjacking, in it, yeah. Woodcutting, if you would have it. And this just helps you get started, gives you a bit of information. There's usually people RPing around there to help you out.
Isn't this... I've forgotten... Oh, here it is, that's the name. The Hall of Labour, yeah. So it's a good place to come if you want to find a job, basically. You want to find something to do, learn a bit about the kind of career you'd want to go in this world. That's the place to go.
And then we come into the maze, which is Loth.
This is a maze, but it's amazing.
It's an amazing maze.
Amazing.
Get it? Oh, we're so humorous.
I love this little... Come TP to me now.
This bit.
Yeah, I just love how the light shines in, and it's like how it's all completely covered over. I don't know.
I really
like
buildings like this.
It's cozy, but it's so complex. Just all the buildings are properly entwined in each other, aren't they?
Yes, very much so.
Ooh. I've just come into a house that's apparently for sale, and it's already got skulls placed around, which, yeah, I don't know if you'd want to keep them as a decorative item or not.
If you're from Loth, I'm sure you will.
Yeah. And now we're out over by the port. I think this is like the port which is actually within Loth. And,
yeah, it's kind of a mini port.
Yeah, I'm assuming this is where you can
large.
probably find the ship builders and merchants. And
yeah, the shipwrights, the fishermen, all that kind of stuff.
And a chicken, which has just laid an egg. Bless.
Oh, nature at its best.
Indeed.
And then there is the Utah.
Oh yeah, I've not been there yet, so this is going to be a surprise. Hopefully. Oh, you've TP'd me.
This is the Utah. This is the Druid home, the Druid tree.
Bloody Druids.
It is, yeah. It's a nice looking place, and it's a really nice place to be. The people aren't so hospitable. They're a bit wild, barking mad, a bit balmy.
I'm getting all sorts of world holes right now. But
That's not good.
okay, now it's fixed. I think it's looking a bit better now. I've rendered everything. Yep, another skull on the way in. That's always what we like to see. Yeah, this probably wouldn't be a place that like the general player of Rise of Kings would come to, because basically because of the kind of people that would linger here. They'll do all sorts of experiments on you. They'll test potions on you. They'll possibly eat you as well, maybe.
That's a high possibility.
So you want to watch your background here.
And then there is one last place.
Okay.
That we will show you in this video, and that is the main palace. The old King's Palace of Elysion, and that is Borealis.
Indeed.
Now, Borealis it's an amazing fort. This was a huge joint effort of all of the builders to come up with this. And
slowly rendering.
I think
it's huge.
Anyone would agree that this is an absolutely fabulous looking place.
This is probably like the best throne room, dining hall that I've ever seen.
It is
in any build.
Beautiful.
It's so cool.
There's dragon statues that give hints to lore. There's buildings everywhere. There's hundreds of bedrooms, and this is a controllable point.
So yeah, if you're Lord of Sarur, Winterbane,
King,
or King, yeah, you can come and rule over all of the world. Come and control Borealis.
Doesn't particularly give you infinite control over the world, but it does.
No.
It gives you people that sense of, ooh, he's got Borealis. I want it.
Pretty much. I don't know if anyone's yet to make a move since returning to the world.
Not yet. I think everyone's just kind of settled down, waiting for things to shuffle forward slowly.
They'll wait for the first person to make their move before doing anything. So you might have to inspire some action. In fact, I might take it. I'm just like a lowly guy, but I might take Borealis. I'll just set up camp here.
Fuller's character is Frederick Roth, who owns the Powdery Keg Tavern.
I've got to show you the Powdery Keg. Although it's not the nicest of builds, but it's homely and it's familiar, because this is a build that was on our last world, and it's, I think, pretty much the only build that's made it over, hasn't it? I think.
Yeah, it's the only original standing build.
So, as you can see, closed for renovations, bugger off. I'm still fitting out the insides. In fact, I might enlist the help of the build team to make it look a bit nicer. But the exterior is still exactly the same as it was in old Elysion, so it'll be nice and familiar to those that were on the last world.
I think kudos to everyone that's helped us out with this. I mean, it's been a massive joint effort on so many people's parts to get this done.
It has, yeah.
And I think any other server is going to have a huge amount of work on their hands if they want to try and match this map.
I think so. So
it's definitely one of the nicest creations I've seen. It's not the largest builds. They're not huge, but the amount of detail, the amount of effort, the amount of time, the amount of dedication that's gone into getting these built on time and ready for a release date that we decided to set out for last weekend is a really good feat, and well done to everyone that's helped us out to do it, and we couldn't have done it without them.
Indeed, it's been very good, and we're looking forward to playing in this world, I guess, and seeing what's to come.
I think it's time to say goodbye to you now.
Indeed.
For this instalment of the Rise of Kings Chronicles.
I'm sure we'll be back with some more soon. I can kind of see you flying around. Come on, land over here, and you can do your little sign off with the dragon in the background.
Lovely little dragon.
There he is.
There you go. Right. I have been Mallander. This has been Wfuller.
Yeah.
Thank you for listening.
Thank you very much.
Bye bye.